We need to make sure that everything we do creates an environment of growth and expansion. And if you hire somebody, make sure that you're not hiring that person just because he could do the job, but you hire that person because he's a culture fit. You need to make sure that you create an environment where people feel that they're bringing value. You have to develop a creed that represents what you stand for. Because the moment that you have a culture that they know what you stand for and a culture that they know that they're growing and expanding, your people are going to help you multiply your business. The most valuable asset that we have is time. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to compound time, how to be more productive, because at the end of the day, it's not that you don't have enough time, it's that you're not using your time wisely. A common pattern that I see with businessmen is that we always use time as an excuse. People say, Raul, I don't have enough time to do this. You don't understand. I'm running a company, I'm running a business, have my kids, have my family, have all these things to do. I just don't have enough time. My answer is always the same. So how are you using your time? Because as a leader, we have to maximize our time. We have to make sure that every single minute counts. One of the most common patterns that I hear all the time from businessmen is, Raul, I don't have enough time. You understand, I'm running a business, I have a family, have a tight schedule, so I don't have enough time to do extra things. But the reality is that it's not that you don't have enough time, it's that you're not using your time wisely. You're not maximizing your time. It's because we spend most of our time adding instead of multiplying. We constantly focus on 1 + 1 = 2. As a leader, you have to ask yourself, how can I create an opportunity where it says 1 + 1 = 1,000? When you focus on multiplying instead of adding, we grow exponentially. And when you grow exponentially, we actually compound time. So in this video, we're going to talk about the 4 multipliers. There's 4 things that every single leader must do in order for him to multiply and expand his business exponentially. Number 1, leadership development. Your job as a leader is to make sure that you're developing other leaders. That's the most important job that every single leader has. Because when you're adding, you're micromanaging. But when you're actually developing leaders in your organization, you're multiplying your impact. So how do we develop leaders? We need to make sure, number 1 is we lead by example. If you're not leading by example, your leaders are not going to follow you. The second is we need to make sure that we recognize in progress. Recognition is the number 1 drive for every single person in order for them to grow in their business. You need to recognize the people in your team to make sure they're being developed. Number 3 is you need to coach and train your people. You need to make sure that you have people and leaders that are coachable, and you have to train them to make sure that they sharpen their skills. Number 4 is you have to invest in yourself to become a better leader. That's very important for you to understand that as much as you invest in yourself, you also have to invest in your people. So double investment, 1 in you and 1 in your people. You can't expect people to invest in your company or invest in your product and service if you're not willing to invest in yourself and invest in your people. The second multiplier is culture. Every single leader, we must protect the culture in our company. We need to make sure that everything we do creates an environment of growth and expansion. And if you hire somebody, make sure that you're not hiring that person just because he could do the job, but you hire that person because he's a culture fit. You need to make sure that you create an environment where people feel that they're bringing value. You have to develop a creed that represents what you stand for. Because the moment that you have a culture that they know what you stand for and a culture that they know that they're growing and expanding, your people are going to help you multiply your business. But you also have to create a competitive environment when you raise the standard. Part of having a culture is to make sure that every single one of them is pushing themselves. A culture of expansion, a culture of growth is also a culture of competition. You have to make sure that you compensate the winners in your business. That you're not just giving trophies to everyone just because they're showing up. In a culture that's a competitive environment, every single winner is going to help you raise your standard. The third multiplier is vision. It's not enough to talk about your vision one time. You have to constantly remind people about where they're going. First, you have to paint the vision daily for yourself, because that vision is going to pull you whenever you have dark times and hard times. But at the same time, that vision is going to expand in your team the moment that they know that you live in your vision, that you breathe in your vision, that you're talking about the vision, because eventually you're going to expand the vision so much that it's no longer about you. You need to bring people into your vision so they can actually believe. As a leader, your number 1 job is to continue to paint the vision, to believe in the vision, and help other people believe that the vision could be real. And the 4th multiplier is recruiting. Every leader needs to recruit people to help them fulfill that vision and make that vision to reality. Ask yourself, who do I need to have in my team? Who do I need to attract into my business to make that vision a reality? Because right now you have to focus on who is going to help you figure out the next move, the next step into your business. Because people are looking for men with certainty and with vision. And if you have absolute certainty that that vision was put on you for a reason, then your job is to attract that person, attract and recruit that person that's going to help you fulfill that vision. Because a leader will always find a way when other people see no way. Your job as a leader is to recruit better clients, recruit better team members, Recruit better courses and recruit better enemies, because an enemy is going to push you to the next level. An enemy is going to give you a different type of energy, because if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a leader, you know that if somebody doubts you, prove that person wrong. You also need to recruit a cause. What is the cause that's going to burn that fire into your soul? What is the cause that's going to help you wake up early in the morning to make things happen? And also the team members around you, to make sure that you're recruiting the team members that are playing at the same level that you're playing. And the most important, the clients. You need to make sure the clients are in alignment with your vision and with your purpose. But if you want to accomplish 1 + 1 = 1,000, you need to focus on who is the right +1. Because the right +1 is going to take you to exponential growth. The right +1 is going to help you go from where you are to where you want to go. The right +1 could change your business overnight. Who's the +1 in your business? Who's the +1 in your marriage? Who's the +1 in your life? Who's the +1 that's going to help you create that vision and make it a reality? When I focus on the business I want to create, when I focus on the lives I want to impact, when I focus on the expansion I want to have, my +1 is God. Because I know that if I add 1 + 1 = 2, I'm relying on my own capacity. But the moment that I put God into the equation, 1 + 1 = 1,000. Because I know that there's no limits to what God could do in my life. I know there's no limits if you believe in a higher version of yourself. So I don't know what your +1 is, but you need to make sure that every single day you focus on what's the +1 that you need to attract into your life. Whatever you believe, you have to make sure that you're adding. Whatever you believe, you have to make sure that you're multiplying this into your life. Because 1 + 1 could be 1,000 the moment that you get out of your own way. The moment that you don't rely on your own capacity. The moment that you bring people in, the moment that you realize that you have to develop leaders around you, that you have to focus on the culture that you have in your business. You have to make sure that you paint the vision on a daily basis to continue to attract the people around you, and to make sure that you're adding and recruiting the right person into your life, the right person into your business. You're one recruit away from changing your life. You're one contact away, you're one employee away, you're one customer away to hitting 1 + 1 = 1,000. As we continue to expand and compound time, your job as a leader is to multiply, not add. The moment that you focus on multiplying your business, you're going to grow exponentially. If you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe, you comment below, and continue to follow us, because the best is yet to come. Learn it, live it, experience it. Love life.